You may have seen these high-tech looking Devialet Phantom speakers before. Well, today we're going to take a look at their newest product, the Devialet Mania. This is their smallest and least expensive speaker yet, and has a 10-hour battery life, so you can carry the great Devialet sound anywhere you want. Let's get started. If you have yet to hear about Devialet, they're out of France, and they've been around since 2007. Their first products were unique amplifiers with features that no one had ever thought about before. Now, we did a video on the Expert Pro amps, and you can check it out with the link in the description below. Now later, Devialet shocked the audio world with the Phantom speakers that sounded like a speaker almost 20 times its size. And while Devialet is all about getting great sound, they also want their products to be a proud part of your home environment. They have partnerships with Louis Vuitton and Opera de Paris, and I have to say, Devialet gear looks like no other audio component that you've ever seen before. Their unique design will change the way people envision how audio equipment should look in a home. What I like most about the Devialet Mania is you can now get into the incredible Devialet sound and design for far less than any of their other products in the past. While it's billed as a battery-powered portable speaker, its performance inside the house for its size and really cool design impressed me the most. Let's look at the design and then dive into the tech that Devialet used to make this little guy sound so good. When you first look at the Devialet Mania, you can see that it takes a lot from its bigger Phantom brothers. We also have a video on the Phantoms, which you can check out in the link in the description below. And speaking of videos and educational content, here at Audio Advice, we have produced an entire library of how-to videos on subjects from home theater design to speaker placement. And the best way you can support us in continuing producing this educational content is to support our business by purchasing your Devialet Mania or any other products from us. Audio Advice offers free shipping, a price guarantee, and our passionate expert support team is here to help if you have any questions. Alright, now two basic versions of the Devialet Mania come in a light gray finish like this one, or a deep black finish. Like all of the Phantoms, there is a fancier Opera de Paris edition that gets you a light gray exterior with real gold banding. The exterior finish is a woven material that feels like fine wool to us. 4 sections are tied together by a cool color-matched handle that wraps around the speaker. The handle's design was actually inspired by luxury watches. Everyone who has seen this little speaker for the first time has been shocked just by how great that it looks. Now this has an IPX4 weather-resistant rating, which is an international standard for outdoor durability. This rating means that it will be fine in some light rain, but you can't just go drop it or throw it into a pool. Now Devialet does also include a soft tie bag to quickly put the speaker in for a little bit of extra protection when you are on the go. It weighs in at about 5 pounds, and the way you grip it is by this little carrying handle here. It has a really nice balance to it and makes it really easy to carry around. Now I do like the way Devialet embedded some controls into the side of the handle. You get track skip and volume up and down on one side with power, Bluetooth connection, and battery status button on the other. However, the battery status button is here and the LED indicator lights are on the other side. Devialet provides this with Bluetooth 5.0, AirPlay 2, and Spotify Connect for music streaming. Now if you have an iOS device, AirPlay 2 will get you the best sound if you are on a wireless network. For outdoor use away from a network, Bluetooth will be your best choice. And as I said earlier, it has a 10-hour battery life. When you're on Wi-Fi, you can just ask Alexa to control the speaker for you. You can recharge the battery one of 2 ways. Like many battery-powered speakers, there is an optional charging base that you can purchase. This base does come standard on the Opera version, or you can simply use the included USB-C wall charger. Okay, so far this speaker sounds like a beautiful, fashion-oriented speaker that you can carry around, and it certainly is. But what about the tech and how it sounds? The Devialet Phantom speakers use 2 side-firing woofers in a push-push configuration. Devialet uses the patented SAM technology to enable this type of woofer configuration to produce bass that you cannot believe how it feels for a small speaker. The Devialet Mania uses this same woofer tech, and I just love how you can see the drivers moving when the music really gets pumping. There are 4 full-range drivers on top of each of the 4 sections as well. Okay, so this is where things get really interesting. Devialet has developed another new tech called ASC, which stands for Active Stereo Calibration. There are 4 microphones on the speaker that can sense how close the speaker is to the wall. When the system senses that the Devialet Mania is closer to a wall, the left and right rear drivers get a matching left and right feed designed to give you the best stereo experience. If the speaker's out in the middle of the room, this completely changes, and you have a cross stereo pattern to provide you with the best 360 stereo feeling all around the speaker. We should point out that you do have to have the microphone button in the on position for this to work. You will also get the best sound if the carrying handle is parallel to the back wall. How does this work? Well, the little Devialet Mania produced the biggest and widest stereo sounding effect of any speaker like this that I've ever heard. It was just amazing. Setting up the Devialet Mania was very easy. You just press the Bluetooth button and pair it to your phone. But you will have some access to some really cool stuff if you do decide to download the Devialet app and set it up with Wi-Fi. This only takes about a minute as it finds your network. The app gives you some good visuals on the battery status, but the best part is the EQ section. This is where you can adjust the levels of the woofer and the full range drivers. Now there's a flat setting that it comes with right out the box, and then there's a custom setting where you can change things on your own and it will remember those settings. I put the Devialet Mania through its paces both indoors and outside. I started with some party type music with a new song from the Black Eyed Peas, Simply the Best. With it inside and pretty close to a back wall, I felt there was actually almost a little too much bass in this position. And this is where the Devialet app adds a great touch. I just was able to turn down the woofers 3 clicks and everything sounded so much more better and so much more balanced. The sound field it was throwing out was just huge for a single speaker in this small size. I then tried it out in the middle of a large room and I set the EQ back to flat here and it just sounded great. I could walk all around the speaker and get that big room-filling effect no matter where I was standing. I will say the sound was the biggest when the handle was parallel to me. I then decided to take it outside, and as you might expect, the bass dropped off some as you try to fill up the entire outdoors. But the stereo imaging was still excellent, sounding far more extensive than you would probably think. In addition, I had the chance to put it outdoors closer to a brick wall, which, not surprisingly, improved the bass a lot. So I decided to try out the track The Horses and the Hounds from James McMurdy. This is another big, full track, and once again, the Devialet Mania really impressed me with the sound this little beautiful round box was putting out. I also decided to do some testing on the absolute volume limits. I was able to turn this thing all the way up to 100%, and even on some music with a lot of deep bass, it never sounded strained. It always had an easy flowing, open sound with lots of good dynamics. Some portable speakers can outdo it in absolute total volume output, but none this size come even close. I used an SPL app, and with it out in the middle of a large 20 by 30 foot room with 10-foot ceilings, I measured about 85 dB on peaks from about 6 feet away. Devialet states it can produce 95 dB, but that's probably from about 3 feet away, which I was able to actually replicate. Now for most people, the Devialet Mania will fill up their room with a lot of sound. As a matter of fact, when I had the first track on from the Black Eyed Peas, a couple of coworkers came in and they said it sounded like I was having a party in here. This speaker covers a lot of bases, and if you're already a Devialet fan, it's a no-brainer for a great outdoor portable speaker. Or you may have admired the Devialet design, but felt they were priced too high for your budget. This speaker will get you into the Devialet tech, beauty, and sound for their lowest price of entry ever. And if you're one of those people that doesn't want to put conventional looking audio gear in your home and you like to choose the products based on the look, Devialet is the brand for you. They look incredible and they sound amazing. And I actually think that this speaker is going to be one of Devialet's best-selling products ever made. I hope this overview has given a good insight on Devialet's newest product. If you're considering purchasing one, remember, Audio Advice has free shipping, a price guarantee, and lifetime expert support. If you have any questions at all, go to audioadvice.com and reach out via chat, phone, or just stop by one of our award-winning showrooms and we'd be happy to help you out. Now I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.